Hello and welcome to Chess Please. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Colle system. Now I have covered the Colle system in a bit more detail in terms of the setup and how to play this game. But for the uninitiated, the Colle system is where you have your knight here on d2, you have your bishop here in the pocket on d3, and you've got a nice little pawn chain here, d to f, like that. And the whole purpose of this Colle system is so that you're putting a lot of ballast on this e4 square so that you can push your e4 pawn and you've got a nice beefy center. You've got all your pieces headed toward the king side. It's a very easy, very strategic positional kind of opening to play, but having this baked in of just, you want to play e4 the whole time is a good sort of grounding sort of like mantra that you can use when you're playing the Colle system. The reason I want to show it to you today is because I've been having an absolute whale of a time recently playing it. For some reason, again, playing in the 1800, 1900 rating range, players are just not responding to the Colle system well. It's a very easy system to play, natural, sort of figure it out chess, which is what I love. I don't love a huge, deep depth of preparation. And it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play a d4 opening, throw people off kilter a little bit. So, we're going to show you a game of me playing the Colle system. Hopefully we can get a win with it. And listen, if you want to find out more, check out that previous video I did, or a whole host of other chess openings and general chess tips and guidance. Feel free to subscribe and stick around. But for now, on with the game and enjoy the Colle system. Take it easy. Okay, we are playing the Colle system. It has been generally kind to us in recent weeks. We were previously on about an 80% win rate with the Colle system. That's kind of dipped as of today, having an absolute stinker today. So let's see if we can't rely on the old fundamentals to get back to where we were. So this is one version of the Colle system where they put their bishop here first of all. Okay, they've backed away immediately. So it's two moves with the bishop that they've had to commit to, which I don't mind in the slightest. Again, doesn't really affect our e4 push because this knight, he's not excess to requirements, but he's not part of our strategy. He's more of a defensive piece. We can try to kick this bishop, but again, I don't really feel the need to. Although maybe we should. Maybe we should. Let's just make him make a decision. That works for me. That works for me. Now we get castled. And I see no reason to delay our e4 pawn push in this case. That's three moves with the bishop they've had to make. Not ideal for them. There we have pretty good, not a head start I would say or anything like that, but this is maybe a little bit passive, but I just like having this pawn chain and not having to worry about it. We can then move our pawn like so, particularly if they bring their bishop out. Yeah, no distinct advantage or anything like that, but not a bad start, I would say. That's pretty committal as well. So I might... Let's just dip back here. Nothing wrong with that. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Now we can develop for free. Let's hit that pawn. A lot of curiosities going on here. Let's take the e-file. Pretty happy with how things are going right now. Do we trade off this bishop? I think so. Or I think no, because that's tastier. And then if they put their bishop here, we just take, and that's a lot tastier as well. All right, okay, great. Let's jump in here. Trade off this knight. Get a lovely square for our bishop. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're talking. Now we can push this a pawn Oof, that's interesting. What of this? What of this, my lad? This even works now? Again, would much prefer our position to theirs. So we get a little bit of this action going here, which is nice. I think they're too slow. I think they're trying something like this to catch us unawares. You'd have to get up very early in the morning. We can take this now because of the pin. Things are looking pretty hairy. That's not bad, but I think it's also mating too. So I guess it is bad. There probably was a better move there. But I think the damage was done. So again, a non-standard Colle system. But if you get down to basics, you get your e4 pawn push locked in, you're not going to be in too bad shape. So, as I say, before today we did have like an 80%-ish win rate over the last couple of weeks with the Colle system. Been having an absolute mare today. But this was a nice one. This was a nice little Colle game. Let's have a quick review. Again, the Colle system for the uninitiated is this setup here, where you've got your knight here, you've got your bishop here, you've got your pawns like this. This knight generally comes here, but that's more just to live his life out here. It's just a good developing move so that you can get castled. And then the whole purpose of this is to push e4, just to get e4 up the board. Sometimes if this bishop takes the knight or lets the pin rest, you might want to play this c3 move just to solidify this from the knight jumping in or any sort of messing like that. But once you do get the e4 in and you trade off, you use the knight first. Generally, I would use the knight first. You want to leave the bishop. I prefer to have the bishop than the knight, particularly in the center of the board like this. Choking down on that, choking down on the king side. It's not too bad. This pawn, if we were looking at the computer analysis, I would say is a bit passive, but it's not too bad at the moment. And then our opponent sort of jumped the gun here with this king side or the queen side castling. I think just because we have this, we have this, we have this, we have the pawn ready to push, and we were able to kind of force the trade-off of this good defensive knight. That was the one that was kind of holding this queen side together. We're able to force that trade because obviously we're hitting the queen at the same time. And if we were to, force this bishop here, there's things like maybe you could take like that. You could put the check in there like that, and if it goes to block, you trade off that bishop as well. And we're just much better placed to attack the queen side there. So once we do get this bishop in an absolutely wonderful position, might have been caused to trade off this bishop, maybe even like that, might have been a bit better. Would have opened up the queen side even further. The king move, I think they're getting a little bit spooked already about getting checked here. But I mean, like after that, it's not the easiest like checkmate there, but they kind of lose the thread a little bit, and they let us in the back door here. And then this pin, a classic pin, bishop pinning the pawn, and then the queen can check there. That probably wasn't the best, but I don't know what would have been the best in this particular case. Yeah, I think it's mating too, no matter which way you slice it. I think you can go like maybe here, and then we go here, and then, I mean, yeah, it's not good news. It's not there. Maybe here, and then here, here, and then this, like this, and that's finally checkmate. Okay, it was a guaranteed mate somewhere along the way. But yeah, that's the Colle system. Very easy to play. Get your d4 pawn push in and have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and stick around for more chess content. And as always, have a great day.